University Archives is one of the most respected, privately curated collections of fascinating rare documents, historical relics, valuable artwork, and curiosities in the world. So whether you're a discerning collector, business, or museum, you can depend on University Archives, where every item is personally examined and evaluated by John Reznikoff, the expert prestigious museums, auction houses, and financial advisors trust to authenticate their artifacts.
Let me show you an example of how the video spectral comparator works. Here is a very common signature of President Gerald Ford. Common item, worth about $100. But if he signed it on the day that he took office, the day that Nixon resigned, that's a spectacular item that would be worth thousands of dollars.
Part Sherlock Holmes, part Indiana Jones. John is a historical thrill seeker who finds national treasures for prominent historians, rare book dealers, investors, and Fortune 500 companies.
It was done to try to defraud a collector.
They all look to University Archives for important business, charity, or foundation acquisitions.
Today in Chicago, a small clump of Elvis Presley's hair was sold at auction.
He's routinely featured as a respected authority in many media outlets, including the New York Times and Wall Street Journal, and major broadcast news and entertainment networks like Discovery and the History Channel.
Now, the only person I know that can prove that a signature is true or false would be FBI forensic examiner.
Okay, so we got a forensic expert who's done work for the feds. Autograph analyst John Reznikoff, one of the best in the world.
An avid collector and preservationist himself, John only acquires items of true intrinsic value and importance.
The great number of them that I looked at were indeed, in my opinion, forgeries.
Reznikoff says the only foolproof way to know if an autograph is real is to see it signed in person.
He holds many distinctions from the last 40 years of business, including authenticating one of the most prized artifacts in all of sports history, the original contract signed by Jackie Robinson. John is also trusted by both state and federal law enforcement and justice officials from across the country.
The truth is very important to me.
He's worked for everyone, from the U.S. Justice Department to the FBI. University Archives has authenticated, acquired, and sold over $1 billion in rare, valuable, and amazingly unique items. And they stand behind every appraisal and every artifact sold with the best guarantee in the world: 100% money back.
John has the collector's mentality. I can always count on him to come up with something that's different and not the mundane, average collector's item.
When one goes to try to find out the value of whatever it is you have, you can depend on John, first of all, to be very interested in what you have, to determine whether in fact it is real, and if it's real, its value.
You can find your own piece of history shopping on the University Archives website, where thousands of important artifacts are cataloged and listed for sale.
To Joseph Kingsbury Smith.
And you can also join exciting live online auctions where you can preview, research, and bid on some of the most significant and timeless collectibles, all from your desktop, tablet, or smartphone.
Guy next to George Custer holding this very sword. Kind of a neat item and a neat pairing, and it's very special.
Nothing is a more meaningful gift or possession than a tangible historical relic you can hold in your hand or put on display.
In the White House, and the Joint Chiefs of Staff sat around during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
It's a true artifact that connects you to history. University Archives. Own a piece of history today.